I got a Glock in my Rari.
What is going on, guys? This is your boy Kyle the Pug here, and today we're going to be talking about a couple of things here in today's video. Now, before we start off, the first thing I am going to say is, Kyle the Pug, why is there not a sports review show today? Well, there have been kind of some complications on why there wasn't a show today. I mean, we were going to do a show today, but then some things that, you know, were kind of personal just happened between me and my podcast partner. And you'll have those conflictions every now and then, and it's kind of stupid, I know. But apparently he got offended by something one day. Don't know what it was exactly. And he was like, oh, I'm going to be nice to you, Kyle the Pug. You're my brother and all that, blah, blah, blah. But all of a sudden, like a couple hours later, all of a sudden he just starts going apeshit for some reason. He was mad about something, and he starts to blame it on me by saying, oh, that you need to find peace and you need to find God. And, you know, and obviously he is a Mormon, but I'm saying, like, he kind of takes that a bit too seriously. And, I mean, he'll say that every now and then, but sometimes in the moment you just gotta say, oh my God, please, just shut up. I don't want to hear it. I mean, I've heard enough of that in my lifetime now. I mean, I get it. I understand. Now, let's just move on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being Mormon and all that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'll tease him every now and then, and he's an easy target to, like, tease to. I mean, I do it, like, you know, as a friend, but I don't really mean it in a personal way, and obviously everybody knows that. But it's the internet, of course, nobody's gonna take it seriously. But anyways, enough of me blabbing on about that. Like I said, I'll bring a show for you guys hopefully by Friday or something once Cowboy's in a better mood. But anyways, like I said, let's get started with today's video. This is kind of like a makeup video towards the sports review show, and I actually wanted to talk about something real quick that happened in the sports world, and it was the death of Pat Summitt, which pretty much shocked the entire college basketball world, because Pat Summitt was one of the most greatest basketball coaches, either with men's and women's era of all time. And you're talking about a coach who was dedicated to the Lady Volunteers. She was there for 38 years, so that's pretty much almost 4 decades with that squad. And how she operated with the Lady Volunteers was just absolutely amazing. I mean, there's no question that she is up there with being one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. And of course, she won over, you know, well, not over, but exactly 8 titles with the team, and she's got like a ridiculous number of wins being with that Lady Volunteer squad. I would say like at least over 1,000 wins. I'd say like 1,090, I think. I'm not sure exactly. I got to go back and look, but Pat Summitt, to me, I mean, she would go out there, and she was one of those female coaches that would go out there, and she would pretty much kick your ass if you did something wrong. I mean, honestly, if you got on Pat Summitt's wrong side, especially when she was a head coach, she would, like I said, she would definitely kick your ass. And there's no question about that either. She wasn't afraid to do anything either. She had the balls to do what most men coaches actually could not do, and honestly, she was very good at doing it too. I mean, she knew what she was doing. She had a high basketball IQ. And like I said, very dedicated to the Lady Volunteers. I mean, if I had to give, you know, props to one of the coaches, being outclassed by one college basketball coach, I believe that coach is John Wooden, like another one of the great basketball coaches. I mean, there's really not much to say, honestly. I mean, like I said, I mean, she died, I think, way too soon, especially with Alzheimer's disease. And I think she's around 64 years old. That's like almost my mom's age, I think. So that's like I said, that's kind of too soon for like most perspectives. But hey, what can you do, right? There's people that had those diseases and whatnot, and it's definitely it's sad to see her go out like that, honestly. And Pat Summitt will be remembered as one of the best basketball coaches to like I said, even if it's men's or women's. I mean, it's just mind-boggling what she's done for the team. And the best part about that, I believe, is that out of all the graduates, like, who, like, played for her, like, every single one graduated for the Lady Volunteers. I mean, nobody ever failed. And that's the best part about it, because she always made sure, like, you got your stuff done right. So it's definitely one of those moments. So, and it was a great moment, too, nevertheless. But, anyways, moving on here really quick. Enough of the, Pat Summitt talk here really quick. That was my only topic I wanted to talk about for today. But this game and me pairing up with some of the worst teammates that I've been ever put up with in this game. And this game is a prime example of that. Now, I'll show the score here. So, of course, we're like down a little bit. And, you know, I wasn't playing too spectacular either. But, come on, 4-17, 3-12, 2-14. I mean, you think my teammates would do a little bit better, but honest to God, I just can't really get any good teammates, and I'm pretty sure people have been down this road before too, with getting bad teammates and all that. I'm pretty sure YouTubers are like the same way too, and I know a few, honestly, who have really weird luck, not weird luck, but like bad teammates, you know, with weird luck, and I don't know what I just said there, but either way, people get bad teammates. I believe, like, if you have like a decent KD, I think you'll probably get paired up with like I wouldn't say skill-based matchmaking, but I would say it'd be more of a trying to even out all the KD situation. Like, say you had like, you know, 1.5 KD, then you'll probably like get like paired up with people with like below that KD. Say like, you know, 1.10 KD or 1.2 KD, and then you'll have people like 0.7, 0.6, 0.4 for that matter. You know, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. And either way, I mean, it's so stupid that I've had this happen to me, like, for, you know, the past 5 matches where I had to carry my teammates, and my teammates decide, you know, to lose, and it's ridiculous. It's so awful and cringeworthy that I'm kind of getting tired of being in first place sometimes. And sometimes, normally, I don't want to be in first place half the time, but if it comes down to the point where I have to, like, step up for my team, you know, just to get the overall top spot, I mean, you know, I'll gladly do it. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts there. So, like I said, I mean, my luck with teammates is just, you know, it's awful. And as I stated before, I'm pretty sure other YouTubers, you know, even some of my boys that I know and some other people as well, they've had moments where they get bad teammates, and it's very, very common. So it's just one of those things where there's really nothing you can do about it. And it confuses me as well, because I sometimes think that I get paired up with bad teammates, and sometimes I'll do bad as well. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like, you know, yada, 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 whatever. So, okay, so here's the score for you right here. So it's like 95-75 right here, and we're about, you know, to lose, you know, whatever. But I actually kind of go off here at the last second, and if I actually would have went off here a little bit sooner, I think I would have done something about it. So it's 99-83, and I get a hater, I get a wrath, you know, whatever. So, and then, so with my hater ups, you know, I play a little more cautiously, and I try not to die. And look at that kill feed. Look at this kill feed. Yeah, this is me leading the team to the comeback, and that's pretty sad, honestly. I get majority of these kills, and I understand why my teammates are camming. I'm kind of doing the same way too, and I put kinetic armor up, I get a kill, and then somebody with a flamethrower, and that's what happens. And we ended up losing that matchup, sadly. So, anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new. It definitely helps out my channel grow a lot, and I will see you guys later in the next video. So, as always, have a good day, and stay safe. Peace!